The air in Barcelona is thick with anticipation and a palpable sense of unease. As FC Barcelona prepares to face Newcastle United in a pivotal Champions League encounter, the biggest question isn't just who will win, but how. Whispers from the training ground suggest Xavi might be contemplating a radical tactical shift, a move that has ignited fierce debate among supporters and analysts alike. This isn't merely another group stage fixture. It's a high-stakes chess match where one wrong move could derail an entire European campaign. The pressure on both sides is immense, but for Barcelona, still finding their identity in this competition, the stakes feel existential. Will the youthful exuberance of Lamine Yamal be unleashed from the start, or will experience prevail in a midfield battle that promises to be brutal? Newcastle, the dark horse, arrives with a reputation for relentless pressing and a squad hungry to prove their mettle on Europe's biggest stage. Their manager, Eddie Howe, faces his own set of contentious decisions, balancing defensive solidity with the need to exploit any potential vulnerabilities in Barcelona's backline. This clash is more than just 90 minutes of football. It's a test of philosophy, nerve, and the courage to make the unpopular call when everything is on the line. The outcome will not only shape their Champions League journey but could also send ripples through the rest of their domestic seasons. Every pass, every tackle, every substitution will be scrutinized, and the tactical battle promises to be as compelling as the action on the pitch. The stage is set for a truly captivating encounter, where reputations are forged and legacies are defined, all under the unforgiving glare of the Champions League spotlight. This is where theories are tested and legends are born, and the debate over the right approach is already reaching a fever pitch. Barcelona enters this contest under the weight of expectation, a club synonymous with European glory, yet one that has struggled to consistently assert its dominance in recent Champions League seasons. Their journey has been marked by flashes of brilliance, particularly from young talents like Lamine Yamal, but also by moments of tactical indecision and defensive fragility. The question remains: can Xavi find the elusive balance that allows their attacking flair to flourish without leaving them exposed at the back? On the other side, Newcastle United arrives as a team reborn, fueled by ambition and a pragmatic, high-energy approach under Eddie Howe. They've defied expectations, transforming from relegation candidates to a formidable European contender in a remarkably short span. Their strength lies in their collective work rate, their disciplined defensive structure, and the explosive pace of players like Anthony Elanga on the counterattack. The tension in this matchup stems from this fundamental clash of styles: Barcelona's possession-based, intricate passing game against Newcastle's direct, aggressive pressing. Which philosophy will prevail? Will Barcelona's intricate build-up play be stifled by Newcastle's relentless harrying, or will the Magpies' high press leave them vulnerable to quick transitions? The midfield battle, in particular, promises to be a war of attrition, with both teams vying for control of the tempo and the crucial central areas. The tactical chess game will begin long before the first whistle, with both managers meticulously planning how to exploit the perceived weaknesses of their opponent. This isn't just about individual brilliance. It's about the collective execution of a game plan, and the team that can impose its will more effectively will gain a significant psychological edge. The stakes are incredibly high, and the tension is palpable, as both clubs understand the profound implications of this result for their European aspirations and beyond. The tactical blueprints for this encounter are already under intense scrutiny, with both managers facing critical decisions that could swing the tie. For Barcelona, the deployment of Lamine Yamal is a constant point of discussion. His electrifying pace and dribbling ability offer a unique threat, but starting him in such a high-pressure game against a physically robust Newcastle side carries inherent risks. Will Xavi opt for the raw talent and unpredictability of Yamal, or will he lean on the experience of Rafinha, whose work rate and defensive contributions might be deemed more suitable for a Champions League battle? The midfield is another crucial battleground. Barcelona's Xavi and Pedri will need to be at their absolute best to navigate Newcastle's aggressive press, while controlling the tempo and supplying their forwards. For Newcastle, the focus will be on disrupting Barcelona's rhythm and launching swift counter-attacks. Anthony Elanga, with his blistering speed, could be a key weapon, tasked with exploiting any space left behind by Barcelona's attacking full-backs. The defensive solidity of Newcastle, marshaled by their experienced centre-backs, will be severely tested by Barcelona's intricate passing movements around the box. The debate rages. Can Newcastle's disciplined low block withstand sustained pressure, or will Barcelona's creative maestros eventually find a way through? Conversely, can Newcastle's directness and set-piece prowess expose Barcelona's occasional defensive lapses? These are the questions that will dominate pre-match discussions and ultimately decide the flow of the game. Every individual duel, every tactical instruction from the touchline, will contribute to the unfolding drama. The manager's ability to adapt and make decisive in-game changes will be paramount, as this match promises to be a true test of strategic acumen and player execution under immense pressure. The outcome will hinge on these finely balanced decisions and the individual moments of brilliance or error that inevitably arise in such high-stakes contests. Beyond the immediate 90 minutes, the outcome of this clash carries significant weight for both Barcelona and Newcastle's Champions League ambitions. For Barcelona, a victory would not only solidify their position in the group but also provide a much-needed confidence boost, signaling their intent to once again compete at the highest level of European football. A defeat, however, would plunge them into uncertainty, potentially jeopardizing their progression to the knockout stages and intensifying the scrutiny on Xavi's leadership. The pressure to perform in the Champions League is immense for a club of Barcelona's stature, and anything less than a deep run is often deemed a failure. For Newcastle United, this match represents a golden opportunity to make a definitive statement on the European stage. A win against a storied opponent like Barcelona would be a monumental achievement, bolstering their reputation and significantly improving their chances of advancing from a challenging group. It would validate their ambitious project and demonstrate that they belong among Europe's elite. Conversely, a loss, while not catastrophic, would temper expectations and highlight the steep learning curve that comes with competing in the Champions League. The financial implications are also considerable, with progression in the competition bringing substantial prize money and increased revenue. Both clubs are acutely aware of what is at stake, not just in terms of sporting prestige but also for their long-term financial health and recruitment strategies. The psychological impact of this result will resonate far beyond the final whistle, influencing player morale, fan sentiment, and the trajectory of their respective seasons. This is more than just a game. It's a pivotal moment that could define the narrative for both clubs in the coming months, shaping their European destiny and setting the tone for their domestic campaigns. The tension is palpable, as both teams understand the profound consequences of success or failure on this grand stage. As the final whistle approaches, the narrative of this Barcelona versus Newcastle encounter will undoubtedly be etched into the Champions League history books. The game will likely be decided by fine margins. A moment of individual brilliance from a player like Lamine Yamal or Rafinha, a tactical masterstroke from Xavi or Eddie Howe, or perhaps a crucial defensive error under immense pressure. The key battlegrounds remain clear: the midfield's control, the effectiveness of Barcelona's intricate attacking patterns against Newcastle's resolute defense, and the Magpies' ability to exploit transitions with pace. Will Barcelona's experience and technical prowess ultimately overcome Newcastle's relentless energy and tactical discipline? Or will the Premier League side's underdog spirit and physical intensity prove too much for the Catalan giants? The debate will continue long after the final whistle, dissecting every decision, every missed opportunity, and every moment of magic. What is certain is that this match promises to be a captivating spectacle, a true clash of footballing philosophies with everything on the line. The implications for both clubs are profound, shaping their European aspirations and influencing their domestic campaigns. This isn't just about 3 points, it's about pride, progression, and proving their place among Europe's elite. The stage is set for a memorable encounter, and the footballing world will be watching closely to see which team emerges victorious from this intense tactical and physical battle. Share your predictions in the comments below. Who do you think will seize control of their Champions League destiny?